Hello, Justin and Abby. Can you see
How's
me?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
now we
can
can see
see
you.
you. How's it going? We want to know all about Light Switch.
Hmm.
But the main question that we got to know about is what made you want to kind of do it like tease it on TikTok so much? That's something we were actually
Right.
talking about before you joined.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, starting from a songwriting perspective, I've always wanted to make a song with the sound effect in it.
Okay.
I didn't know what that sound effect was going to be at the time. I just knew that I wanted it to happen. And then I saw a light switch and I was like, if I want to make a song called You Turn Me On Like a Light Switch, really stupid. And it might be the worst thing ever. And I don't know if it's good. Let's bust out TikTok and make the song in front of millions of people. And if it doesn't end up a song, it'll end up as a stupid viral video of me attempting to make a goofy song. But when you watch the TikTok, you start to see me realize mid talk that this is actually kind of good. I'm like,
Vibe.
I'm vibing. And I kind of just wrote the whole song in front of millions of people. And I don't know if that's ever been, it's kind of the anti-artist thing to do. Usually an artist goes away for a long period of time and then comes out with a song. But I'm the king of oversharing.
Is that weird to let so many people in on your creative process? Like, have you gotten good ideas from people, or like, are the hater comments like way too much?
I'm not trying to gas myself up or anything like that. I literally never see any hate comments. Maybe I'm not looking in the right places, but I get so much love and positive feedback. Even when I think the song is like, mid or whatever, they're like, this, keep going, keep developing this. Like, my fans are so awesome. They're like millions of moms just cheering me on.
Well, and did that help? Did that make you want to potentially like release it earlier? Because I know you were teasing it for quite a bit. So did the positive reinforcement make you like want to come out with it earlier than maybe you did?
I did, but then, there's timing, and I didn't want, the most important thing for me is I didn't want to put out a song without more product out.
Sure.
Just in case like one of the song completely flops. Like, what I need to have, I need to have a backup, and I didn't want to just have one song and run that risk. And I thought I have time to, and I can't dare put out a song in Mariah's over month of December. So January just felt like a good, fresh new start to the new year. Let's get people moving to a very, very fast record.
That's so cool. No, so you've collaborated with so many artists. I had no idea that you even worked on Stay with the Kid Laroi. Like,
Yeah.
What do you think would be the most surprising song to find out that you've worked on with somebody else?
I mean, that's a pretty surprising song, but I think when you listen to Light Switch and Stay, they're kind of twins in a way. They're distant cousins. You can totally tell that I had part of both of those records. But I think the most surprising record, what's the most surprising record? I wrote Slow Motion by Trey Songz. Do you remember that?
No way.
Really? Yeah.
Slow motion. What? That's actually one of the first cuts I ever had in 2015. And that's like strip club anthem. That's made by me.
It's a huge accomplishment to be a strip club anthem.
Yeah, absolutely. I get into any strip club because clearly money.
Well, and so, with that, another artist you did work with is Elton John. And I've seen you comment about, his influence and how he's helped you. Is there another like artist of like legendary stature like that you hope to work with one day?
Oh, somebody asked me this the other day, a friend of mine, and I said Paul McCartney, because Paul McCartney, especially throughout all of his career through Wings and the Beatles, obviously incorporated classical music into his pop music. And all pop music it's popular music, classical music, century music made by, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and Johann Sebastian Bach and all these crazy names. And it was the popular music of the time. And you listen to the music that you guys play on your show and your station, and it's all derivative of classical music. And Paul would just just highlight classical. You know, you listen to Michelle, my bells. It's almost like has almost like Indian influences and the melodic structure. It's all, but he shines the light to that still on music that he makes today as well. So, I mean, he's wonderful. That was a very long-winded answer. I should have that's it. All
right. No, but I like hearing a little more behind, like the reasoning of it, you know, and seeing how deep your music knowledge goes.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I'm addicted to making music and seeing people's reactions to music. Part of my live shtick, I think, is going to be before each song begins. Like, I have a dream of like when I eventually go on tour. I don't know when that is, but like it would be called like, what if there was a tour? Because I start off every like, oh, what if there was a song, and the tour would start like pitch black, no screen or anything. Everybody would be like, hopefully cheering and clapping and screaming, and over the loudspeaker, I would be like, what if there was a song that started off like, boop, 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 and then go into light switch. Like, that's a very rough idea, but that would be, I don't know. I'm addicted to making music and hearing tones and how they all like kind of collide into each other and can make a song.
Yeah, I know. Justin and I were joking before this. We're like, what if we started the interview with, what if an interview started like, yeah,
what if and that, by the way, that was not very thought out when I made that first TikTok. I was just like, all right, what if there's a song that started off this way? I wasn't even thinking about it. Now it's like a whole joke on the internet. Like, what if Charlie Puth just shut the fuck up?
I think I heard in an interview that you were working on a song with Phineas before the pandemic, and it's just like never happened. So are we ever going to get that song, or like what's going on with that?
No, I don't know if you'll ever get that song, but Finn's really talented. And he also, like, going back to like how Paul kind of incorporates classical music into his music. I mean, that's Phineas's basis of the music that he makes for his sister. Clearly, I mean, he's so many classical orchestral influences that mix with a lot of interesting low end and sub rhythms. Like, he's very, very creative. Both of them are super creative.
Well, and you know, we did have somebody hit us up on social media that wanted to ask you, in terms of all the music, you know, you talked about some of the songs that you have written and some of the songs that are yours. Which one do you think embodies you as an artist the most?
Oh, wow. Who wrote that? That's a question.
I think got a whole essay on Instagram today.
Their name was like Music and Dog Lover, which really doesn't.
The next question is, if you were a dog, what dog would you be?
The song, it's the song that isn't played on the radio that maybe should have been a single. It's called Boy. It was on my last record, and it's just it's just on the brink of being too musical, but just enough where the public of every person will be able to digest it and not be overwhelmed by its almost too musicality. But listen to Boy, and it's just, I think it's like clever lyrically, and I had so much fun making it. And I was completely inspired by It's Funky Enough by the DOC, produced by Dr. Dre in like 1992. And you listen to that record, and those two records kind of line up. So I mean, I think that record embodies me musically the most.
That's an interesting thing you said. It's almost too musically. Like, what does that mean? Like,
meaning that there are usually in a pop song, to make it really simple for you, there's usually 4 chords, and in that song there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 chords. That's 4 times 3 is 12, right? There's 3 times as many chords as there is in the average pop song, and somehow it still checks out to be a pop song. And it has the drum section of a grungy West Coast gang rival fucking blood, and it's all just a weird hodgepodge. Sometimes my brain thinks faster than cocktail, and it just somehow works, and it's respected. I mean, Jacob Collier said it's his favorite record, and then, you know, people that I run into in Florida are like, I love that song. I'm like, how?
Who knew you were such a math teacher?
Yeah.
4 times 3 is 12.
Yep. Well,
Good last
listen,
question.
I'm not good at math. That's why I'm in radio. So, Charlie, one thing I did want to ask you. So one of your things you do or we're doing on TikTok is guessing the note of sounds.
Right.
So something our radio station, WAPE, we've been around for 60 plus years. We've been around for a really long time.
Coolest radio letters ever. WAPE. So cool.
Well,
The Big Ape.
and we go by the Big Ape. So every top of the hour, we started off with an Ape Yell. So I wanted to play it for you here to see if you could tell us the notes that it actually starts with, if you're cool with that.
Yeah, of course. But we got to prove it somehow. I wish if I had my laptop, I have my tuner. But I'll give you. I could be like, it's an eggplant, and people be like,
we'd probably be like, yes, you're right.
No. Yeah, tell them, like, play it for me. I'll tell you, and I'll prove it.
All right, here we go.
So it's actually 2 notes. He started off with an E natural and then an F to an F. And then to prove it, I'm thinking, what's a song in F major? If you listen to, that song by Chicago, You're the Inspiration.
Yeah.
And in my life,
Mhm.
If you go to the last chorus of You're the Inspiration by Chicago, I feel like David Blaine right now. You play that ape moan at the same time that chorus hits, the notes are going to match up.
Oh.
And in my life, you're the inspiration. You're the mean. The notes are the same.
Now I want to go through and just replace the Ape Yell with that.
I was about to say, I'm like, you have no idea that we're about to steal that audio and make it the new WAPE theme
Oh,
song.
no. In post, literally take when they go it's like at the very end of the song, and just put the ape sound over when Peter Cetera sings You're the Me. I mean, you guys are a top 40 station. You're not going to play You're the Inspiration Chicago, but
I might just throw it in there anyway and get yelled at,
Just for funsies. Why not?
Um,
So you've got an album coming out sometime soon. Is there a date for this yet? No, or is it still on the down low?
still making it. You're gonna hear something very soon, but yeah, I'll probably put another song out while Light Switch does its thing, because I had no idea it was gonna go this well, so I'm super stoked.
Yeah, and it's definitely one of our most requested songs on our station. Yeah, oh yes, definitely. We do an 8 at 8. Actually, Abby does an 8 at 8 at night, and it's been in there.
Yeah, you were our
night.
top song last night. You were the #1 song in the 904. How's that feel?
That feels #1 song in the 904, man. That feels amazing. That's really my East Coast.
Well, Charlie, we appreciate you taking some time to talk with us, and can't wait to hear what's next. We know that, or have heard a few little teases of another song on TikTok, right?
Yeah, I'm working on. There's a song called "That's Hilarious," and there's a song called "Left and Right," where when you listen to it horizontally on your phone, the lyrics go from the left speaker to the right speaker. And
that's dope.
I can feel you over here. I can feel you over here, but the vocals go from each side. So when you play it in the car, I'm on your left speaker and I'm on your right speaker. Something's telling me to put that out next. But maybe I'll put that out next. Listen to my songs on TikTok.
Yes, we'll follow you and find out more. Appreciate you taking some time to talk to us today, and hopefully we'll see you in Jacksonville soon if the tour happens.
Oh, the tour will happen, and I'll speak to you guys in Jacksonville in person.
Deal.
Perfect. See ya then.
Yeah, then.
Whenever it happens.
Whenever it happens.
See ya. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.